The cool side, plenty of sunshine, low 50s for a Monday afternoon. We'll get chilly overnight, upper 30s to near 40, and then we start a bit of a warm-up to a mild Christmas. Low chance of a shower or two Tuesday. We're mainly dry, but by Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, right into the upper 60s, near 70. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Jay White here from Central Line of Realty. At Central Line of Realty, we believe it's all about you. If you're selling a home, buying a home, or adding doors to your rental portfolio, put the team at Central Line of Realty to work for you. Go to centrallineofrealty.com and let's get started.
Feeling stressed? Can't focus? It's not just in your head, it's in your brain. Dr. Tim Royer shows you how to reset and refocus on your brain matters. Thursdays at 4 on WSIC. Listen live, on air, online, or on the WSIC News app.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
See the kind of industries that are opening up.
This is Local Biz Now with Joe Vagnone, where your business matters. Local Biz Now.
You have to determine what is working, what isn't working.
Joe Vagnone is a respected business broker, helping individuals buy and sell businesses. Joe has successfully owned and operated many companies in a variety of industries. This is Local Biz Now, because your business matters.
Yeah. You are listening to the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina, coming to you from Burner Cigar Studio, home of the finest premium cigars and cigar smokers in the world. Great people, premium cigars. Life is good at Burner Cigars, located in Birkdale Village and also in Denver on Highway 16. Go on by there and see them and tell them that Joe sent you. Your first cigar is on me. We hope to inspire, inform, and entertain you, because that's what we do here at WSIC. 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM. I am Joe Vagnone. This is Local Biz Now. I'm going to prove to you why we are the #1 live business radio show in North Carolina. We've been doing the show going on 13 years. We have interviewed over 977 business leaders and business owners. I'm headed towards 1,000, and we have over 800 videos of those interviews on our YouTube channel. Go to Joe Vagnone Business Broker. Again, Joe Vagnone Business Broker on YouTube, and you can subscribe. We would appreciate you doing that as well. We are live in the book, live on the tubes, live on the X, live on the chain. If you don't know Joe Talk, that is Facebook, YouTube, X, and LinkedIn, and also anywhere you see a podcast, we're going to be on there streaming. So we appreciate you listening every Monday afternoon. Thank you so much for doing that. And of course, Julie will be monitoring WSIC Facebook live, so please feel free to go there. You could join in on the conversation, and we'll try and get you in as quickly as we can. And Julie's been with me well over 10 years, because everybody needs a Julie. And like every December, we try and bring back some of my favorite people. And today is no exception. We have Solonia Wade-Baskins. She is the owner of PBF Funding Group. And, you got a little clap going. That a boy. I gave her the nickname of Solo. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe. Great to be back.
And we also have my friend whom we have not heard from in a while. He's been hiding. It's been a while since I've seen him. John Aneralla. John is the president and founder of Bulldog Asset Management. John, my friend, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
I'm happy to be here.
So, I don't know. Most people know that I kind of like to dabble in local politics, just enough to stir trouble up, and then go home and hide. I don't want to be the one answering the questions. I just want to hide a little bit. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. You are one of. I cannot say you're my favorite mayor. Because I love Jeff Tart. You know that, don't you? Right. So but you certainly are one of my favorite mayors. And the reason for that is I really like the genuine honest approach to governing, which it seems to be lost. So during the day, I want to make sure we talk a little bit about, I don't want to dig in to all the grievances of the world. This is not a political show, but I do want to have that conversation with you because you are unique in that you were in politics. Running for a elected office has these unique scenarios, right? And then, of course, people like me that sort of want to step in and speak about it, and all of those things together, it becomes a very challenging place to be. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that before the day's out.
Well, maybe I could be your favorite Huntersville mayor.
You can, that's an absolute. Okay. That's absolute. We got that. So how about if you're my favorite Huntersville mayor, and I can still tell you that Jeff Tart is my favorite Mayor Cornelius.
Okay, sounds good.
And that's saying something because I did all I could to get Dennis elected, you understand? So Dennis might be listening right now, but Dennis has got to earn that right. You understand that. You just don't get it. You got to earn it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to talk to us a little bit about that. Okay. Solonia, don't worry. We're not going to dig deep into the politics. It's just something John and I have some history on. So both of you guys, please feel free to speak up, ask each other questions. John, just to remind you, you can disagree with me and take these conversations any way you want and argue with me all you want because the owner of the station calls that good radio. So feel free to do that. What I wanted to do is just briefly remind everybody what you guys do because you guys have been on the show before, but I want to dig into that. So Solonia, why don't you go first and kind of give me a little bit of background on what PBF Funding Group is all about?
Okay, so we were Progressive Business and Finance, and now we are PBF Funding Group, and we do alternative lending for business owners and commercial real estate. So we are a non-traditional alternative way of helping business owners get money to move their business forward, whether that be progressing, starting a business, or just getting over the bridge of wanting to move forward but not being ready for the banks as of so. So we can step in and guide you, kind of direct you, talk to you, and see how we can assist and accommodating you to move forward in your business.
And that's one of the ways you and I we kind of connected because you will help somebody before they need it. Or if you can't get them what they're looking for, surprise, surprise, that happens 80% in my world, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You'll be able to help them prepare
yes.
for what it actually needs because there's a whole nother world of finance language out there that us small business people just simply don't know.
Are not aware of. So as the business may tell you a direct, blunt no, there is no no with us, right? Either we can prepare you for it, we can send you to somebody who can assist you in it, but what do you need? So we're not just going to say no, absolutely not. We're going to be there to help you and guide you. We may not be able to get you the money right now, but we can help you prepare in other ways to get it.
Okay, now let's be honest. When you say we,
absolutely not
about
me.
Sammy.
I am the beauty behind the business. My husband does all the tough work.
When she says we, she means Sammy. Yeah. Sammy gets you the money. Sammy gets you. Come on now, say it.
Listen,
Sammy.
I get a lot of eye rolling from him, but he shouldn't send me out here to talk. He should tell me to sit in the back.
I could just see Sammy saying to Solo right now, you want me to do what?
Yeah.
You promised what?
Absolutely, all the time.
Let's take a break. When we come back, John, we're going to talk about Bulldog Asset Management because, man, I got to tell you something. It's like a secret. You're like a secret society. Yeah. If you are lucky enough to get John to manage your money, you're an elite group.
Very selective.
Let's take a break. You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone with the #1 live talk business show in North Carolina. If it's Monday afternoon, say it, Solo. Say it. Your business
matters.
There you go. You almost forgot,
I
didn't
did. I was like, wait.
We'll be right back.
Oh, you must have saw it in my face.
I was looking at you. I thought you had it.
Wait. You caught me off guard.
He does that a lot.
Doesn't he? I think he do it on purpose too. Put you on the spot on purpose.
Hey, superstar.
To the right.
My earphones are like muffled. Like it either needs to be. It seems like the loud. It's loud enough. It seems to be, but it's kind of muffled. You want to try it again? See, you're much clearer. When they were talking, it's kind of muffled, but that's actually a little bit better. Okay, got it. Okay, thanks. He got the nickname Superstar.
Now why you?
Because
why
I
you
told him when he
Superstar?
first got here, listen, man, you're going to get a nickname whether you want it or not. And you're going to earn your nickname. And the other guy who was here, his name is Bill. His official name is Wilton. That's his formal name. Right?
Okay.
And so Wilton said, man, the way you get your nickname with Joe is you got to make a mistake. And so he, for the first 2 shows, did not make a mistake. So I said, man, you're a superstar. You didn't make a mistake. And
So that's how he
it
got his
stuck,
name.
Right? So he knows I hate his nickname because it's superstar. So, because normally when they first get started, there's so many buttons and there's so much going on. I'll find a mistake or something that they're doing.
And he didn't do anything,
So
huh?
he gets to keep the name superstar.
Superstar. Oh, that is so funny.
So, Solana, do you offer debt financing or equity or both?
Both, yes.
Mhm.
So we actually work with a family of lenders.
Mhm.
So we don't do the lending,
Mhm.
obviously. We are just like the consultants in the middle of it. But we have a family of lenders, so they do all type of different things. So we talk to people and see what type of business they have. And then once we figure out what type of business they have, we have different lenders that's tailor-made. So we may have construction lenders or restaurant lenders. It's, they specialize in certain things, and then we direct them accordingly or whatever they need, equity, debt, or business lines of credits, right? Working capital, whatever it is that they may need. We have certain lenders that work in that field. So that's how we distinguish.
Let's ask that question again so I can get that
Okay.
on the air. I like that question. We ready, superstar? Yeah. You are listening to the #1 live talk business radio show in North Carolina. I am Joe Vagnone. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. I am here with my friend, whether he will admit it or not, John Aneralla. He's the president and founder of Bulldog Asset Management, and of course, Solonia Wade-Baskins.
Yes.
She is the co-owner of PBF Funding Group. The co-owner is Sammy.
Yes.
So, John, you were asking Solonia a question when we went to break, and you were trying to define, because the analyzing, detailed man that you are, where's that money coming from? Is that,
Yeah,
is that
I was just curious. I've dealt with small businesses a lot in my past careers, and I didn't know how you went about it, in addition to what type of financing you offer.
Okay. Well, we offer all types of, you know what, so many small businesses don't know what is out there, that it's so many different types of financing that you can get to accommodate your business and your needs. And so what we do is we talk to the business owner first, because we want to know who they are, what type of business they have, and what goal are they pushing for, right? And where are they right now presently in their business structure? And once we do that, we have tailor-made lenders, a family of lenders that will help accommodate them and move them forward. And so our first step, we are the consultants. We are not the lenders. Let me be clear. We do not have the money. We are the consultants, but we do.
Sammy got
with,
it. He just ain't sending
I
it
know.
out.
But
I got to meet this Sammy.
right? You
Yeah.
got to meet him, right?
John, you do need to talk to Sammy. That's
I
right.
know. He's more like you, the logistics, laid back. I'm the one who promises everything, and he's like, no. But yeah, so we have tailor-made lenders, a family of lenders that we would sit. And like you said, if you need to get your debt under control, if you need to get your credit score together, if you need a banker, if you need to figure out how to structure your business so that your vision fits your structure, we do all that, right? It's just not lending all the time. Sometimes it's just preparation, right? And getting you to that place, or a change in your thinking, simply a conversation that say, listen, the way you're going is not going to get you where your vision.
Make sure your books are in order.
Exactly,
And,
that
we
type
have a
of thing.
P&L and you got an audit and all that kind of stuff.
You need to talk to someone.
Yeah.
You need to talk to a financial planner, or you need an advisor. We are not those things, but we can help push you. So we come together with a lot of different business owners as well. Yes.
So John, tell us what Bulldog Asset Management is, because I was picking on you before we went to a break. But you do have a select group of clients that you want to work with.
Yeah, well, I've been in the financial services industry for almost 40 years. Can you believe that? Started at 8.
You showing your age, buddy.
Started at 8. And then about 20 years ago, I guess 22 years ago, I started my own asset management investment advisor firm. So I manage for mostly individuals and then some small businesses. I'll do 401ks and profit sharing. But I don't custodian. I custodian everything at Charles Schwab, and I just manage the assets for individuals.
Which is becoming sort of the industry standard now.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, I work for a company called the E.F. Hutton, which you'll know because you're old.
Yeah, you're right.
You probably don't know.
I don't know.
Right? We were on strictly commission and cold calling and all that when we started. But, now it's more of a consultative, fee-based industry. So it's been interesting to be, I guess, the experienced guy in the room.
Right.
But I deal with mostly family money and, a lot of people that have retired and have their 401k rollover and things like that. It gets to be a lot of money compared to what they're used to.
Right.
They don't want to deal with it anymore.
Well, not only is it a lot of money, but I was talking to my brother who just sold his business and is ready to retire, but it's all they're going to make, right? Like that they know that they're not that next Friday they're not getting another check. And so this money has to last them however long they think they're going to live.
You're going from W-2 to 1099. So everything's income based, either interest or dividends, capital gains. So
right. And that scares people a lot more to know it doesn't matter how much money it is to know that's where you stop, right? You other than what John does for you, other than John creating income from this capital, which I'm sure most of them come to you and say, be conservative with, right? Because it just seems to be
right. But you got to be conservative. But if you're 60 years old, the odds are you're going to live 30 years. So you've been investing, you've been working hard for 35
see the way
years.
I eat, do you? Yeah, I
well,
won't be 30 for me, but okay.
You know what I mean, though. So I think, there's that balance. And
right.
I think you have to explain to people, too. A lot of people, when they go to retire, they think, well, I'm going to cut my expenses in half. And a lot of them don't.
No.
They live very close. They don't have maybe a mortgage. They don't have maybe, something paying their kids' education or a wedding or something. But they still tend to spend it.
Really? Because
I would say
I'm thinking that too. That I told my wife I thought I'd spend about half.
No way.
Really?
Never.
I'll be doing.
Well, you have fixed expenses, and then you're going to spend it on something else, right?
Yes.
You're going to travel instead of staying home.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to do
things are going to replace.
You have to set people's expectations.
So he said, "No way."
No way. No way is it 50%.
Because that does change when I retire. If you tell me I got to have the same level of income.
Well, I would say 50% is not reasonable. 100% is probably not the case as well. But it's going to be pretty close. It's going to be closer to 100% than it is.
I'm curious, not to dig in. Well, your opinion matters because mine certainly doesn't when it comes to this, right? So I'm curious.
it seems to me that how you look at investments has changed dramatically. I can remember how I was taught. I went to a couple classes years ago on how to invest, in equities and that sort of thing. And it seemed to be to measure and monitor good, healthy, successful companies. Now, when I look at the market, John, it almost seems like nothing but a gambling scheme, and the secret is to ride wherever the other investors are going. Now, am I missing that? I mean, and how do you as a professional play that? Because it seems difficult.
I don't think it's changed. Okay. So you can look back and, this is the AI age. There's no doubt, right? There's a lot of talk, a lot of things are going on with that. But when you look at the railroad age, when you look at the television age, the electrical age, the internet age, to make it a little more,
right.
There are a lot of money goes into those technologies, but there aren't a lot of winners. And I think we're in that process where all the money is just flowing out to be the number one, number two, number three. But being old, I've kind of seen this already, and it's a little bit hard to explain to somebody that's just new in investing and just cranking out money every year. But it doesn't always work that way. And I think when you look back, there were a lot more search engines back in the 1990s and the early 2000s.
Right.
How many are there now?
Right.
2, 3? And then now they have
That's
AI
true.
search
Yeah.
and stuff. So, I don't think it's totally different. And, you have stock market crashes and you have a whole bunch of other things. Well, I was curious when you said what type of lenders you have. There's been a lot of concern that people aren't going to the traditional lenders.
Absolutely.
They're going to these other big entities that aren't maybe as strict as bankers, right?
And that is totally true.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, we're more colorful, a little more lenient. It's not.
It doesn't mean it's not effective.
It's not,
but
we're not as black and white.
Right.
Right.
Well, I see
And
that
some
with
of that-
capital investment firms all
You
the
gotta get it
time
done.
as they're
You gotta
rolling
get it
in
done.
businesses. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's a concern right now too. So I'm boring, I'm conservative, and
I agree with both those statements.
The idea.
You're boring, you're conservative, but you are the most trustworthy man I have ever met. Like when I met you, I just knew this is a dude, he will not make a statement unless he absolutely believes it to be accurate, or you will clarify your statement before you make it. I'm not exactly sure about this, but I think it's just,
it's amazing.
It's just who he is.
And I think it's a balance, right? I think that we need you, old school and conservative, but times are changing, so you need to stay competitive as well. And that is our theory in business owners. It's like, you have to have a mindset that if you are going to listen, traditional lending is the better lending. And we would tell you that off the back. But sometimes you just don't qualify for that, and it's very black and white. So a lot of business owners are being shut down, right? They're just getting a blunt no, and it's discouraging. And so they
don't even know why.
They don't even know why. So we are here to uplift them. We do a lot of communication and a lot of partnering with bankers. And that is the primary reason, because they're being turned down, they're discouraged, their business is on the line, and they're just getting a complete no, but they've been banking with these banks for 13 years, right? And they don't understand why. And then they come to us and say, well, why wouldn't they do this? And so it's a balance. It's a balance of saying traditional is better, as well as a business owner, you have to have a vision and a structure. You have to know what you want to do with the money. If you're just going to take this money and blow it, private lending is not good for you, because you're going to be right back in the place that you were. But if you have a goal, if you have a plan, if you have a vision, it can be very helpful. And so that's why I said you're thinking as well, because you can sit down with somebody, a business owner or person, and say, listen, this is the structure. This is how you got to control your money. This is what you have to do with it. This is what you have to have set up with it. They need someone like you. And that's why I said it's a combination. And it's a balance of both.
We've only got about a minute left, John, but the select few lucky people out there listening that might want to pick up the phone and call you, what does that look like? What's that customer profile you're kind of looking like that you think you could help them?
Well, right now I would say it's somebody close to retirement, and then they've dealt with the markets. it's not a new person
Right.
typically, and it's more.
You don't want to
money
educate anybody.
well, it's more money than they ever had, and they don't want to lose it. They want it to grow, but they need to do something else with
Right.
it, like earn income.
Okay, let's take a break. We'll come back.
Thank you.
You are listening to Local Biz Now. That was Solonia Wade-Baskins. She is the co-owner of PBF Funding Group, and John Aneralla, president of Bulldog Asset Management. If it is Monday afternoon, say it, Solo, say
Where
it.
your business matters.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
So you've been doing this 13 years? Aren't you glad you don't have to drive to Statesville?
Say what?
Are you glad you don't have to drive to Statesville?
It's funny you say that because my wife just today asked me that same question. I smoke cigars. My favorite place to smoke a cigar is in the car. So I used to wind down after a show, and I had a specific Avo number 2 that was 45 minutes, and so I could light that cigar from Statesville to Cornelius at 5 o'clock traffic, right? Mm-hmm. or 9 o'clock traffic in the morning, and it would get me home. So I missed the drive, right? I missed the drive back, right? But I live right up the street.
Yeah.
I live off Torrance Chapel. Yeah. So for me, this is less than other than today.
I like
where
the history.
I
always like the history of the
right.
radio
I miss the building because Mark sold the building. Didn't sell the building, just sold the station. So the station sort of separated from the building. And I miss the history. Walking into that building, I knew I was sitting at a mic, because, I've been telling people, I'm a 12, 13-year amateur, right? What do I know, right? Where people like Harold Johnson and they got their start, and you see the pictures up on the wall. And I really enjoyed
Did you ever go up
being a part of that.
I have never.
No, that was it. The building, it's over 75 years.
Oh, wow.
On Radio Road.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with the big tower in the back,
Oh, that's cool.
It's old school all the way.
And all these pictures of different people that have come there and done an interview.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. No.
And the last 3 years before Mark sold it, I was coming in early because my show used to be Friday mornings, if you remember.
I remember that.
I would come in early on Fridays, and I would do the morning show with Harold Johnson. I'd be the guy that Harold could pick on, right? For an hour and a half. Loved it. It really was just a lot of fun. So I do miss parts of that. But it is nice to know I'll be home in 5 minutes when the show's over.
Less than putting bollards in the middle of the road like the other day.
And I like that we're all sitting at the table because the other way it wasn't like that. If you remember, it was kind of broken up. Sort of a makeshift interview, because at the time, years ago, there was no interview, and it was people call on the radio or not. There wasn't a lot of interviewing, so they added those interviews and that sort of stuff.
So no sitting together. Everybody was separate.
Right. It was.
We were across from them, right?
There was a distance. Like I might be talking to you about the distance to that table. To that door.
Gotcha. I'm on silent.
No, that's perfect right now. Superstar. One of these days I'm going to find him doing a mistake. I can't wait. I can't wait for that mistake. Yeah. We're having a celebration. Celebrate! This is the last live Local Biz Now of the year.
Yes. Ooh.
And Julie chose Solo to be here. And John Aneralla, thank you guys both for being here. We really do appreciate it. You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, and this is where your business matters.
So, Solo,
Yes.
you know you can't come on the show without bringing something from the Google. But I read what you did, so you are the Google today. Am I right? You make this. So
Sammy is the Google. I just told him.
Okay.
give me something.
Okay. So John, please feel to jump in
Yes.
any way you want. So
Jump in,
you've
John.
got
Yes.
1 through 7. 7 moves every business owner must make. Am I correct?
Yes.
Let's go through them. Tell us what you think, and we'll jump in and tell you when we disagree with you. Now,
Well, it can't be the other way around. Why
It
can't
could
y'all
be.
tell me what y'all think and then?
now, before we get started, I got one question.
Yes.
Did Sammy approve this?
I told you he sent. He
Oh,
did it.
Sammy did this.
Yes,
Oh,
Sammy sent it to me.
okay.
He
Okay.
can't-
Okay. John, I really would like for you to pick this apart. You know,
Okay.
somebody need to keep Sammy straight. Okay.
All right. Well, is it Google or ChatGPT? It's only Google.
Anymore, it's kind of hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go with these.
Okay.
So number 1, you said you want me to do them or you want to do them?
You can go ahead. You're so
okay.
good at
Okay.
it. Go ahead.
So number 1, stop running a hustle.
Stop running a hustle.
Build an asset. If your business only works when you work, you don't own a business, you own a job.
Absolutely.
Correct?
Correct.
So there's some people in this world that honestly, that is their best option. We call them new Americans, right? Like, in other words, they cannot communicate in a way that working for somebody else would work. So I get them doing that, right?
Yes.
The challenge is when they come to me and say, can you sell it? That's where it gets tricky because, yes, I can.
Yes.
We do sell these solo businesses all the time, but the market is very small because now not only may I look at somebody for the cash, I got to look for somebody that wants your lifestyle and has your skill set. You know, if you're the finest furniture repairman in the world, I got to find somebody that at least is willing to learn how to repair furniture.
Absolutely.
Before they will even make an offer for you. So that's the challenge you run into from my perspective.
And stop running a hustle. Like, I'm gonna go even further with that. Business owners come to us and they want lending, but the books don't say anything about what you've been doing. So, listen, nobody knows that you're the best furniture maker in the world.
That's right.
The books, the bank do not know that. They don't know you. They don't even care. What they care about is your numbers. And so you go work in this hustle job, doing everything yourself, hustling, not keeping up with your books, not having an accountant, mingling your money with your personal and your business. And now you come to us and you say, I need a loan. And we're going to say, can we see your books?
So I'm going to say this. And I'd love to hear what you think, and I'd love to hear what Sammy thought about this, right? If you are a small business owner and you're doing your accounting on Saturday afternoon or Sunday while you're watching a football game, right? If you're doing that, I'm going to suggest to you that you own a job, not a business. Would Sammy disagree with me on that?
He would not disagree with you on that. That is a job. That is not a business. Get yourself an accountant.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Who knows how to deal with your money the proper way. It may be small now, but your vision is big. And so you have to train your company to go along and compliant with your vision. And
John, you know, I advise people all the time, these small business people, listen, I get that you can do the accounting, the data entry on a Saturday. I get that you can do it, right?
I get it.
The problem is if you don't have an accountant to help you think bigger, you won't get there. You don't know what questions you need to be able to answer. And that's where a third-party accounting firm will really be able to help you.
Because you don't specialize in that, and that is not your specialty.
Yeah, where's your time best spent? I mean, you're making money or let somebody else figure out.
That's it. It is a lot of people that could do stuff better than you.
Okay.
Allow them to.
We're going to agree with Sammy on that one.
Yes.
Okay, Sammy, we agree on that one. Let's go to the next one. Secure capital before you need it. I got to be honest with you. This one's tricky for small business people. Let me tell you, it's the last thing we want to do is go knocking on the door of a bank. You want to know why? Because most of them are just like John. Look at him. He got no emotion. You ain't getting no. You're not gonna know whether what you're saying to him is good or bad. Or you're gonna leave there thinking, I don't know what he's thinking right now.
That is very
so
true.
we don't want to sit on the opposite side of a table of a guy named John.
What's the old saying? A banker will lend you an umbrella in the daylight or sunlight and take it back when it rains or something. So, but you are better off if you're not desperate for money to go and at least get a line of credit.
The best time is to get money. To get money is when you don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say. It's just the easiest. It's the best time.
And John, this is tricky, right? Because it will cost you money to do this. And so you're asking me to spend money that at the moment I don't need for the moment I might need. So again, this goes back to the number one, which is you have to think forward.
Yes.
You have to think bigger than today. I don't need it. But if I'm going to hire that person to help, quote, repair furniture, right, I'm going to need the van. I'm going to need some stuff. So you've got to think bigger now.
Yes. It's like a savings account. You take care of your home. You put money aside for your home because you have a vision. You want to go on vacation. You want to buy a bigger home. You save money. You have to have money stacked. And people come to us and they have nothing. And it's like, well, even a private lender is not, they still want to know you can pay them.
Right.
You can't even afford to pay them. So
You can't prove you can pay them.
exactly. You can't prove it. It's not on paper.
Okay. And I tell people, because I know you, to go to you in advance so you can help them do this.
It's so much
This
easier.
is much harder to do than to say.
It is.
Because when and how to do this. You see how John, Mr. Smart, big brain, says flippantly, I'll just go ahead and get a line of credit. Well, most of us, we don't even got an idea how to do that.
It is.
Or why, or how to ask for that. It really is a bigger picture thought that somebody who doesn't know needs to be educated on.
And that's why we need people like advisors, because they set that seed and that they plant that in your mind. They sow that seed to say, this is a perfect time for you to prepare to get money.
Right.
So because you won't do it for yourself. You're so busy in the business. But if you have those people in place, a good accountant, a financial planner, somebody who covers your access, they would say, you know what, this is a really good time. If you want to borrow money, this would be great to have it to move forward in case a bigger opportunity come. But you just doing it yourself, you're not going to do that. That's why you need help. It takes a village.
Okay. Number 3, master cash flow, not just revenue. High revenue doesn't equal a healthy business. John, if there is the third question that I hear out of seasoned business people that are trying to buy a business, it's what's the margin? What's your
EBITDA?
The percent of actual income to revenue is sort of the first thing a buyer looks for, and most sellers don't understand that statement.
Debt to income, yes. They don't understand it because they're like, I have a big revenue. Yes, I make $100,000 a month. Yeah, but your liabilities is 95. Right? It's like your liabilities is 85% of what you're bringing in. That's not good. It's not good. You owe more debt.
Sammy says, revenue impresses people. Cash flow keeps doors open.
Absolutely.
That's it.
You get an idea that Sammy kind of smart, ain't you, John? You starting to figure that out, ain't you?
Too, right?
Yeah. Okay. Number four. Separate business credit from personal credit. Oh, that's almost impossible. Almost impossible to do that. Because when I go see the bank, that mean guy that looks like John,
And look how John looking at you.
Don't let that smile fool you.
It is so funny.
He cold-hearted, that man is. Okay. So, that was funny.
I think that's why I was your favorite mayor, though.
That's
the way I looked at the money for the town as well.
Absolutely, you're absolutely that limit. When I look at that mean face, I trust every bit of it. Absolutely, no question about it.
Very put together.
But separating two is almost impossible because I've never met a banker that didn't want my personal signature.
That is true.
So I'm going to end up with personally signing and being responsible for that liability. So, Sammy, it ain't going to happen. I cannot separate. What he's talking about here is my expenses, making sure I separate them out properly.
Commingling. That's what he's talking about. Don't make sure you keep your personal and your business expenses, liabilities, cash flow separate, revenue. The first thing you should do is go get a bank account. Open a bank account. Open a bank account, a separate bank account. A lot of people say you should open 3 different bank accounts for a business. Like you should have an operating, then you should have like a savings account, and then you should have like a tax bank account. So
I agree with
you
that.
may owe taxes at the end of the year, so you put money aside. So this is so it's clean, right? A lot of things is so mixed up. Like keep it clean. This is operating. This is what I pay my expenses out of, right? And then you have one that you use to things, advertising, marketing.
Right.
Then you have another account, and then you have one like a cushion, like, okay, I know at the end of the year I might owe taxes, or I might, and then have a separate one. So a lot of businesses say have 3 separate ones.
And that's important. I'll tell you why, because if not, you're going to be spending money you don't have.
And know your categories. Know the category. This comes out of this account. This comes,
I say that out of experience. I look at the accounts. I got $250,000 in that. This is great. Next thing I know, here comes $260,000 worth of bills, and I just spent $20,000 on a brand new car.
Exactly. So,
let's take a break, and we'll come back. You are listening to Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone. Say it, say it, say it.
Where your business matters.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
I didn't know I was playing the straight man today.
I know, right?
I didn't know I was playing the straight man today. It's so funny.
You never really know till the theme starts rolling around. You understand?
I know. He picked with my husband too. He's scared to come back because he always picking with.
I might have been a little rough on him first time.
He picked on my husband too. Like,
he said, "I ain't coming."
So where did you move from?
Jersey City, New Jersey.
Oh, and why did you move here?
Actually, to get married to my husband. Yes, he's from Charlotte, born and raised.
Oh, okay.
And then we bought a house in Huntersville. So, yeah, I love it here though. I love Huntersville.
Well, would you say you moved here because there was hopefully an easier lifestyle in Jersey City?
I would say that. And I was working in Manhattan for 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
So I was on the PATH train, going back and forth. And
She's got a great story of her father was a small business owner for years. So actually, let's start with that. It really is. It defines her when you hear it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, no. With no, absolutely not. Yes, but I would say that it was, I tell my husband all the time, sometimes I find myself driving and just like, never would have done that up there, like on the path. And
This is Local Biz Now. I am Joe Vagnone, where your business matters. We hope to inform, inspire, and entertain you, because that's what we do here at WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM. And we are here with my friend, whether he will admit it or not, John Aneralla. He is the founder and president of Bulldog Asset Management, and also Solonia Wade-Baskins, a.k.a. Solo. She is the co-owner of PBF Funding Group. And we thank both of you guys for being here. We left the break talking about 7 moves every business owner must make. Before we get to the last few, I wanted to go backwards and tell everybody, because I love the story of you telling me. Like, when I talk about small business people, you're like rolling your eyes and you're like, you see this frustration. I see the frustration in your, so kind of walk me through, because when you described your daddy, you were describing like a poor, beat down man. And I was like, enamored in awe of him, right? Like, I was thinking that's my kind of guy, right?
No. So, John, let me tell you, and the radio listeners, my dad was a business owner, a small business owner. He had a club, a Subway. He had 4 laundromats that he built from the ground up. He owned property. He councilman of Jersey City. He was very
my kind of guy.
He's very admired and loved in the city. But to me, and I loved my dad. He was my Superman, right?
Yeah.
But I came here to get married, and my husband said to me, "Let's start a business." And I told him, absolutely not.
Oh my God.
I would never start a business. And don't ever say that, or we're going to get divorced because I'm not starting a business. So, and he said, why? I said, because my father was a workaholic.
Yeah.
All he did was work. He worked. I mean.
And baby, he loved every minute of it. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, he worked us.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up working. It's like, this is
you know
just
how to
too much.
repair a washing machine,
Yeah,
don't you?
I'm like, this is
that's
just too much.
classic.
And I told my husband, this was not in the deal when you asked me to marry you, so absolutely not.
Well, my dad was in the restaurant business his
you
whole
get it.
life. So
So you get it.
worked at 9 years old, cleaning the pots, and it
Yes,
was a hamburger and pizza place, and then he got into McDonald's. I told somebody yesterday I worked at McDonald's for a few days, and then I all realized these were not the things I wanted to do.
Thank you, right? It was like,
So,
no.
and he
But it
worked,
didn't
he
matter,
worked
'cause
well
Daddy-
into his late 70s.
Right, yeah. And Joe was looking at me like, I love your dad. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at him like, you're crazy. You're just like him. No.
It takes special people to do those, especially to keep
Yes.
like multiple businesses going
Multiple.
that
Right.
don't
Like-
necessarily are not integrated.
Yes. So it was just a lot. And so
Well, good.
I always tell Joe,
I
he
wanted
reminds me of
John
my-
to hear that story.
Yes, I always tell Joe he reminds me of my dad so much, so I look at him crazy a lot
Yeah.
of times. Like, no.
I ain't doing it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, so let's get back. 7 moves every business owner must make. And we're on number 5, understanding funding options beyond banks.
Yes.
Well, that's where you and Sammy come in, because
That's where we come in.
honestly, I would not know, right? It's not till I bring you the problem and the person, and then you can say, let me do some research and see where this fits.
Absolutely. So,
That is probably harder for people to get, like that there are different places, different motivations, if I could use that word, for why somebody would lend a business money.
exactly. And you have different options. So don't just give up. If a bank tell you no, you can keep trying, but do not absolutely give up. Like, that's what we're here for. There's so many different resources out here
Right.
for business owners.
Okay, number 6, protect the business like it's valuable. If it's worth building, it's worth protecting.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what he's trying. Let me see. He's got some bullet points here on that. Business complaints and good standing, good insurance. So he's talking about risk management.
And the structure of the business, just structure, so that it's protected.
Pay more attention to that risk management piece of it.
The piece that you feel like is boring, that you really don't, it's overwhelming, you really don't want to deal with it or talk about it, you need to pay attention to that because it's important.
And he talks about clean records and organization. I'm telling you, I cannot stress to small business people enough. If your records are, and you can't say, oh, well, that's just that, that particular month. Well, I went on vacation and Bobby took care of it. If you do that stuff, buyers just get so uncomfortable, and then they don't trust anything that you say.
They don't trust anything you say
Yeah.
because you're all over the place. You
Right.
don't even know, right? And so it's good to have good records, and it helps you for referrals. Like John said, he works off of referrals. If you have records, you can reach out to people. You can talk to people, right? You can get to know people, build that relationship. But if you're all over the world, all over the place, you're just running. You're just
Right.
everywhere, right?
And the last one I think we probably all agree with, stop waiting until it's urgent to ask for help. Most small business owners seek help when the damage is already done. I'm going to tell you something. These 7, Sammy was in a bad mood, wasn't he? Sammy was in a bad. He a little touchy on these.
I know, right? You can feel,
I can
his mood doing.
And Sammy was not in a good mood with these seven.
Yes.
But nevertheless, Julie has all 7 of them on WSIC website, Facebook, so you can go there and get all 7 of those. Solonia, thank you for bringing those with us. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Any final thoughts you want to give on these 7 things that owners must consider?
Like he said, the bottom line, late planning costs more than early preparation. Remember that. It costs more to have to fix it than to do it right the first time. So plan accordingly. Plan according to your vision.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. Tell Sammy I love picking on him.
I know.
I love him.
My poor husband.
He's not even here to defend himself.
Can't defend himself.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm going to back off Sammy now. So, John, let's talk some politics. Now, I don't want to dig in, but I think you know. I don't know if you know or not. I helped Dennis as much as I could as somebody outside politics, to try and get elected. I believed in him. Right. It was not this dislike of the former mayor. It was the genuine like of Dennis. But I'll tell you something. It's hard to get people to believe that. In other words, when you stand up for somebody, they assume it's for motivations are for the dislike of what the current administration is there. I bring this up to you not because I want to dig into that, but as a business owner, that's kind of tricky because now I have clients. Forget, obviously in a small town, it's not really Republican or Democrat. It's sort of this issue or this personality, or you know what I mean? But it does affect business, right? Do you find that to be the case, and it is reason why there are some people that simply won't step into the light? What's your experience in that regard?
Well, I mean, it is a small town, no matter what you say. I mean, 30,000 in Cornelius, 70,000. It might sound big, but it's small at the end of the day.
Right.
And you get to know people, and you become friends with all of them, and then you come to election. Not everybody's running against that. You know each other, but very often you're going to know pretty much everybody if you're in the loop, right? If you go to the chamber, if you go to different meetings and so forth. So, I think a lot of people don't want to affect their business because these are part-time jobs. Local elected officials make, I don't know, 12 to 15,000 or whatever it is. I think they gave them a raise after I left. So I think you have to, say, well, I'm doing this as my civic duty, and if I lose some clients, I'm going to lose some clients. So you just have to be willing to do that. That's why I keep pretty close to the vest and under the radar. I can say that I didn't ever really benefit from being an elected official.
Right.
I don't think I got any clients for that. Maybe I lost people. I don't know. But I think at the end of the day in Cornelius, what happened is I think it was the 1% sales tax. It was overwhelmingly defeated in Cornelius, and former mayor, who was a good friend of mine as well as Dennis, was for that, and the other gentleman was also for it, and Dennis was not.
Right.
So I think that's where that really came down to. So I think you can remain friends with both.
Right.
Just you picked somebody that for one big issue
Well,
or another. In my opinion.
I ran for town commissioner years ago, over 20 years ago,
Wow.
right? It's hard to believe it's been that long, hasn't it, right? And I tell people it was probably the best thing I ever did, and it was also the stupidest thing that I ever did because I loved running for office. I enjoyed letting people know what I thought. Surprise, surprise, right? Matter of fact, back in the day, I spent more money than anybody has ever spent to run for town commissioner in Cornelius.
Oh, wow.
And my friends make fun of me to this day. They tell me,
How much did you get per vote?
$27 per vote is what it cost me. So anyway, that's for another day. But the point that I'm making is it really did give me this credibility of being part of a community member, right, which really helped my business. On the other side, there were people that were very angry. How dare I run against somebody that they liked, or I very
wow.
easily, surprise, surprise, could have made a statement that would have offended them. That kind of stuff makes it difficult to step in office.
Mm-hmm. It does. It does. Can I say one other thing before we leave?
Yep, you got about 30 seconds to do it.
Happy birthday, Julie.
Whoa.
I remembered.
Yeah. Happy
Whoa.
birthday, Julie.
Joe didn't.
Yeah.
He got me. John, thank you as always, my friend. It's great seeing you.
I enjoyed it.
My favorite mayor of Huntersville, John
There you
Aneralla.
go.
Thank you, my friend. Let me know when you're ready to run for office. I'm there.
Okay.
I am there.
I have to talk to my wife first.
Solo Wade-Baskin,
Yes.
formerly Solonia Wade-Baskin.
That's
Thank you
it.
so much. Sammy, I love you, buddy.
Yes.
This is the final show
Wow.
of WSIC
Of 2025.
Local Biz Now on 2025.
Yes. This year flew.
If it is Monday afternoon, say it, say it, say it.
Where your business matters.
Yeah, we'll see you next year.